This is the Gorge. This is a podcast where my friend Sara and I gorge ourselves on overanalyzing a game or game-related topic. This week we're doing something a little different because I am going to tell Sara the story of Mortal Kombat.
The story of Mortal Kombat. The story... Alright, Ben, I'll bite. Mortal Kombat has a story?
Yeah, Okay, so here's the thing, is... growing up, I've always really liked fighting games.
Right.
But none of my friends ever liked fighting games.
Right.
So I always really liked fighting games from a distance. And I always thought the characters in Mortal Kombat were really cool, but I never gave them much thought for a while.
Right.
And then Mortal Kombat 9 comes out.
Okay.
And it has a legit in-game cutscene story mode. And, you play it, and you're like, this actually goes places.
So Mortal Kombat actually has... You're telling me that Mortal Kombat, the sign of the decline of Western civilization as we know it, according to Jack Thompson and Tipper Gore, probably, that game actually has a concrete plot line.
Yeah, there are... It goes places. The original timeline kind of peters off and goes places.
No.
But then the rebooted timeline, which is what I'm going to be telling you about, the rebooted timeline, it goes some places that's actually kind of cool, kind of interesting, a little bit stupid. So I figured it out. Mm-hmm. Mortal Kombat feels exactly like the way that any gritty reboot of a 90s action cartoon should be, in that it has all of the goofy, cheesy magic bullshit. There's just kind of throw anything you want into the thing. Sure, we can have robots and magic and ninjas and knights and all that, but it's also, super violent and gory. Like
a proper 90s grimdark reboot, right?
Yeah,
exactly. Rip and tear and all that good shit. Mm-hmm. So, okay, I gotta ask before we really get into this explanation. When did it start having a story? Because,
it started having a story in Mortal Kombat 1.
Did it really?
Or that's when, Mortal Kombat 1 actually does have a plot to it. It's not just a handful of guys wearing costumes who are mocapped into the game. Or, well, not mocapped, what's it called?
Rotoscoped.
Rotoscoped into the game. There's some shit in there from the very beginning.
See, because my run-in with Mortal Kombat's plot is entirely thanks to the first Mortal Kombat movie featuring Christopher Lambert from Highlander playing the Japanese god of lightning. So, which was interesting. So,
you know what's sad and also funny?
Mm-hmm.
The first Mortal Kombat movie is actually pretty good.
It actually has some pretty good fight scenes.
As far as 90s action movies go, it's actually pretty good. And B, it's probably one of the closer adaptations from video games out of movies.
That is astonishing.
Compared to, the schlock that is Resident Evil, mm-hmm. or the Mario Brothers movie, Mortal Kombat actually did a lot to influence the course of the games. The movie. For instance, the idea of Kano being Australian came from the movie,
Amazing.
And then got sort of retconned into the game. So yeah, I wanted to ask before we started this, how much do you know about the games in general? Did you ever play them?
I've actually... No. I mean, not really, now that I think about it. I played Mortal Kombat 1... one of my weirder memories is playing Mortal Kombat 1 in an arcade machine at a car wash.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's still got the crud. But an arcade machine at a car wash in Hoover, Alabama.
That's great and mm-hmm. also correct.
That's also also
Where
correct.
did you play Mortal Kombat? At a car wash.
At a car wash in Hoover, Alabama. I'll never... for some fucking weird reason, that has stuck in my brain for years. I can't... It's like, I've forgotten really important things over the years. Like, 90% of what I learned in high school, for example. For some fucking reason, I cannot seem to just, let the memory of me playing Mortal Kombat in a car wash go away.
So you have no idea who anyone in the series... I'm sure you know, what Scorpion looks like and what Sub-Zero looks like.
I know who Johnny Cage is. I mean, I know the characters, you know?
If you saw a picture of a character, you'd be like, oh, I know his name.
Yeah, I know Sub-Zero, and I know Sub-Zero is blue, and I know that Scorpion is yellow Sub-Zero. But, Johnny Cage himself, in my mind's eye, is so, generic Game Bro, video game dude.
He is just video gaming
to
you.
Video gaming. I could never pick him out of a lineup. If you showed me a picture of Johnny Cage, I probably could not tell you that was Johnny Cage. I would just be like, that's a guy in some sunglasses. I
will tell you right now, you'll be able to pick him out in the rebooted timeline, because in the rebooted timeline, Johnny Cage has his name tattooed across his chest.
I did see that, actually, now that I think about it. I was remembering that as I was saying that sentence, which is amazing.
Is the best thing to ever happen to Johnny Cage.
Turn him into, the biggest douchebag dude, bro. Okay, yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, man.
Alright, so,
yeah.
What we're gonna do here is I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do this. How I wanted to introduce you to the story. And I was doing research and reading up on the wiki to get to know the characters. I thought I'd be just give you bios of the characters.
Right.
And then I clicked on the story mode, the story mode synopsis on the wiki. Mm-hmm. And the wiki does this really weird thing where it tells you in pretty specific detail what happens.
Right.
But it assumes that you know who it's talking about.
Oh, God.
It doesn't explain who the characters are.
Oh, my
it's
God.
just be and then Scorpion showed up.
Right.
And so what I'm going, it doesn't explain who they are, what their allegiances are, or
right.
what their motivations are. So what I'm going to do is I copied that and I did a little bit of editing to cut out cut out the fat and change a few things here and there. I am going to read you the Mortal Kombat wiki plot synopsis for Mortal Kombat 9. And you can feel free to be Ben, who the fuck is that?
Okay.
Or what do you mean that happened? At any time, and I'll give you a rundown of what the details are.
Okay.
All right.
So I guess we should say before you do get started, this was inspired entirely by a podcast that basically got us to decide to sit down and do podcasting called The Dollop. You should listen to The Dollop. That's all I'll say.
It is an American history podcast. It's on iTunes. It's way more popular than ours.
Yeah.
But maybe we can up their viewership by 3 people.
So please, go listen to The Dollop. I have converted at least 5 of my friends to listening to The Dollop, and every single one of them has texted me saying thank you so much, because it's just that funny. So yeah, with that said, Mortal Kombat 9, if you will, Benjamin.
Okay. Alright. So, like all good stories, this one begins at the end.
Oh.
Mortal Kombat Armageddon, the 8th game in the series, featured every single playable character to ever appear in Mortal Kombat.
I remember that. I remember what a big fucking deal that was back, when, I actually cared about video game news. I remember everybody being like, holy shit, Reptile, I think, is one of them. Reptile is in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, and I'm like, that's pretty dope, you know?
They got everyone, including such fan favorites like Meat, Mocap, and Suhao.
Okay. I can guess Mocap.
Okay, yeah.
Mocap is a guy in a motion cap suit?
Yep.
Okay.
He is a joke character from Deception, I think. I always get Deception and Deadly Alliance confused.
Right.
Basically, anyone past 3, no one cares about.
Right.
There's a hard line cutoff of character. Okay, so Mortal Kombat 9 features every playable character from Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3.
Right.
It features 3 characters who are in games past that.
Oh,
3.
okay. Okay.
That's it. Just 3.
Right.
Like, it's a big celebration of Mortal Kombat, like the rebooted timeline, all this crazy stuff. It features 3 games, 3 characters, post 3.
Right. Okay. I feel you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we begin at the end.
Yes. Armageddon, the plotline of Armageddon ends with everyone dead.
Oh.
It's Armageddon.
Oh, okay, so they were... Okay, so, They were being pretty fucking literal, huh?
It's Armageddon. They're dead.
Right, right.
MK9 opens on a barren wasteland littered with the corpses of everyone you may have grown attached to in the series.
Oh my god.
Only 2 combatants are shown to have survived.
Okay.
Raiden, the Thunder God.
Right.
And
Christopher Lambert.
Christopher Lambert. And the Emperor of Outworld, Shao Kahn.
Okay.
You've probably seen Shao Kahn. He is the really big dude in the skull mask.
Right.
With the big hammer.
Right. Okay.
Kahn is currently engaged in a fight with Raiden, where he easily gains the upper hand and taunts the Thunder God, destroying his medallion in the process.
Oh.
Realizing the battle is lost, Raiden gathers up the shattered pieces of his medallion and sends a cryptic message to his past self, including the words, "He must win," moments before Shao Kahn delivers a killing blow on him.
Now, I hate to interrupt, but I'm going to do it a lot. Was it in a French accent? He must win. You know,
it should have been, but I think at this point he's actually voiced by Richard Epcar.
Shut up.
Which is awesome. I know he's voiced by Richard Epcar in MKX. I don't remember if he's voiced by Richard Epcar in 9.
Fucking Bato is Raiden. Okay,
no,
cool.
Raiden.
Oh. My bad.
Raiden is the guy from Metal Gear Solid.
Right, my bad. 2 completely different characters.
Okay, so remember these words. These words are going to be important. They're going to show up a lot.
Okay.
It's all Raiden's fault.
Okay.
So, alright, so the message, along with a series of mental images, travel back in time to the events of the first Mortal Kombat tournament covered in the series. The Raiden from the past not only senses these visions, but also notices his amulet is cracked. He thinks nothing of it as the tournament begins.
Oh, okay. So he just has all these crazy fucking visions, and then it's like, well, I'm gonna, you know what? Fuck it, never mind. Let's go rip this dude's spine out. Bring it on.
He's like, oh, that was weird. Oh my god, is that Johnny Cage?
Oh my god, can I get your autograph? Holy shit. Right?
So Johnny Cage insults Shang Tsung behind his back.
Right.
And as a result is called forward by Tsung to fight.
Okay.
He fights Reptile and Baraka, who he believes are mere actors in costume.
Our previous former president of the United States of America.
Yes, Baraka Obama.
Obama.
You remember Baraka. You remember when Obama burst out those arm blades and cut members of the Secretary of State in half?
Yeah, totally. Absolutely. Cut his entire cabinet in half. We're actually waiting for that to happen again come January 20th. God willing. But so Baraka.
So he believes that they're actors in costume.
Oh.
Because he's come fresh off the boat from Hollywood premiere, and he's just the actor man.
Right. He's just big dumb actor man.
He defeats both of them and is ordered to finish Baraka, but he does not comply.
Okay.
Immediately afterwards, Cage is congratulated on his victories by Raiden, who, along with Liu Kang, warns him that Earthrealm is in grave danger, but he does not take their warning seriously.
What?
Instead, he leaves to go and ask Sonya Blade out on a date.
What? Okay. That's a lot of information for a guy to absorb really, really quickly. So he just got done fighting some guys, and some other guys that he barely knows, literally barely knows, walk up to him and say, like, hey, okay, for one, Earthrealm, does that just mean, like, Earth?
Okay, so in Mortal Kombat, there is Earthrealm, which is our normal boring planet. There's Outworld, which is anything magical or monstrous happens in Outworld.
Okay.
And then there's the Netherrealm, which is hell.
Okay, so
like that's where Scorpion lives. That's where all the Revenants live. All the bad things happen in Netherrealm.
Okay, so there's like hell, but also like not hell, but also not Earth, and it's weird.
Yeah, it's Earth, Middle Earth, and hell.
Right. So Tolkien, I gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Okay, so but he tells him to fuck off because he's gonna go bang Sonya.
Right. I mean, if Christopher Lambert came to me and said, the Earth is in danger, I would say to him, why did you make Highlander 2?
Like,
and then go bang Sonya Blade.
If you had the choice between hearing Christopher Lambert talk or going to go fuck a hot blonde military chick,
yeah.
I mean, Christopher Lambert is a good actor, but
I might stick, like I said, I might stick around for like 5 minutes and be like, why did you destroy Highlander? That could have been a promising series. But instead you made Highlander 2, and then I'd probably punch him in the face and then go bang the hot blonde military chick. You know?
Alright, so, doesn't go well for him though. Sonya refuses any attention from Cage. Leading to a confrontation. Kano arrives and throws Johnny off a bridge.
I mean, no means no, bruh.
So like, in the game, it's, you know, Johnny's like, hey, I want to bang you, and she's like, no, and he's like, alright, let's fist fight. Because that gets her motor running.
I mean, I think he might have mistaken her for Red Sonya. That's what I'm thinking happened. He's like, well, if I beat you in a fight, we can bang, right? And she's like, no, dude, this isn't how it works. And he's like, we must fight! And then Kano is like, no, dude, this isn't how it works, and throws him off a bridge.
Kano throws him off a bridge. But, you know, if you think Kano did that to save her, no, he's doing it so he can kill her himself.
Oh, well, he probably even still was like, I mean, that was pretty fucked up that he wouldn't leave you alone, but I'm here to kill you.
Kano's a chump.
Oh,
You'll see.
Okay.
Johnny manages to catch himself before falling off the bridge, and he saves Sonya.
Oh, how romantic.
Kano's a chump.
Right.
Like, Kano's job is to lose all the time. That's great. Sonya reveals that she is looking for her superior officer, Jax Briggs. You've probably seen Jax. He's the big black guy with the metal arms.
Yeah, he's Barrett.
Yeah, Barrett. He's Barrett.
He's Barrett, yeah.
And he has been taken prisoner. She separates from Johnny to go look for him and finds Jax locked in a prison cell in Goro's lair.
Okay.
As she tries to free him, Shang Tsung reveals himself and tells Sonya that he has been expecting her. She tries to tell him that she is not part of the tournament and demands that he frees Jax. Tsung responds that Sonya is indeed a contestant and she will face Sub-Zero. Already, I'm really confused at how this tournament works.
Yeah.
Because a tournament, you think like a bracket, right? Like 8 fighters go in and then they reduce the numbers.
Right.
But Johnny fought a doubles match.
Right.
And now, like, Sonya's in like a prison cell and Sang Shung's like, round 2 of the tournament begins now. And here's Sub-Zero for you to fight.
Why is Jax in prison? Or jail?
He was captured trying to investigate Outworld. They're in Outworld right now. They're in an island in Outworld.
Okay.
I should have mentioned that. They're on an island, like Shang Tsung's island in Outworld. That's where the tournament's being held.
Okay, so he got caught. What is he did like the military send this dude to like investigate like Magic Land?
Yeah, to investigate Magic Land. Be like, what the fuck is up with Magic Land? And then he got captured, and then Sonya's like, well, I have to go rescue him now.
Okay.
And she wound up, like, she's like on the island, but she's not supposed to be in the tournament. And then Sang Shung's like, no, yes you are.
Oh.
Fight Sub-Zero now.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
So,
oh God.
She defeats the Lin Kuei assassin.
Okay.
And then Raiden appears and receives yet another vision. This time of Liu Kang defeating Shang Tsung. Believing this means something, he tries to prevent Sonya from attacking Shang Tsung, only to have Sonya attack him instead.
Oh, good job.
It's all Raiden's fault.
Raiden's fault. Raiden.
So basically what happened is Raiden receives a message.
Right.
And he's like, oh, Shang Tsung needs to be defeated.
Right.
Sonya, don't defeat Shang Tsung so that we can defeat Shang Tsung.
Right, because I guess reasons? Because this one guy has to do it. I guess Christopher Lambert saw that shitty Ashton Kutcher movie a bunch of times and said, no, you'll set off some sort of well, I should say this in a French accent. No, you set off some sort of horrible butterfly effect. What are you doing? You know?
It's just...
Mais non!
It's Raiden. Basically what Raiden's doing right now is because Liu Kang is his pupil.
Right.
He's basically being the coach at Little League, or like whose like son is on the team.
Right.
So he's like, you know, like they're playing soccer, and he's like, okay, pass the ball to my kid all the time.
All the time. Right. The guy who picks fights with the refs, and it's like, dude, it's not the Olympics. Breathe.
Yeah. Okay. So Sonya beats him up, and he tells her to stop. And he assists her in freeing Jax by creating a blinding flash of light.
Mm-hmm.
After Sonya and Jax flee, they are confronted by Kitana and Jade. But Sonya manages to defeat them both.
Okay.
A helicopter afterwards, only to be blasted out of the air by Shang Tsung. Fuck you.
Oh! Fuck you! Okay.
So, there's one thing in Mortal Kombat you'll learn is that they hate helicopter pilots.
Listen, I've played enough Gears of War and seen enough action movies to know that helicopters are actually just, and frankly played enough Fallout 4 to know that helicopters are literally just flying bombs. They exist for only one reason, and that is to
If you're in like an action game or an action movie, and you see a helicopter, you will see a second helicopter.
Because the first one is already gone, I assure you. I mean, it's gotten to the point when we were playing Gears of War 3, to go on a tangent here, when me and other Sara, because I have two, there's a second Sara in my life, of course, me and other Sara were playing Gears of War 3, when we saw the helicopter, we went, and then it happened, you know? So he
blows up the helicopter, and then he reveals...
Of course. Wait, who blew up the helicopter?
Shang Tsung is the old mystic man with the beard. He can transform into people.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of names going on, so if I kind of ask you to, like, be like, wait, who did what again?
I'll have it. Right. Then he reveals that Kano challenges her to combat, but she beats him up and tries to take him into custody. But Shang Tsung intervenes and takes him away. Raiden, Liu Kang, and Johnny Cage show up, and Raiden tells the group basically all about the visions from the future, about Armageddon, and he thinks they should all work together to avert this tragedy by winning the tournament.
Okay, so how long have these people known each other?
Like a day. But,
okay.
I mean, to be fair, Raiden at this point is a thunder god. Like, you know, and he's like, I am literally a god. You should probably believe the things I say.
A god who got beaten up by Sonya Blade. I mean, Sonya's fucking awesome, don't get me wrong, but he's a god. He should be able to kick anybody's ass. And, I mean, he got beat up by a normal chick with a dye job. So, like, I don't know, man. I'm not sure how godly Christopher Lambert is right now. But okay, so they've known each other for a fucking day. Let's go win the tournament and save the fucking world. All right.
So, again, completely confusing the hell out of me on how these rules fucking work. The next day of the tournament, Scorpion is summoned to the Netherrealm to fight in the tournament, and he expresses a desire to battle Sub-Zero, but is instead challenged by Kung Lao. Which, again, like... Okay. What is the tier, like, of this tournament? Like...
How does that work?
You don't get to pick who you fight in a tournament. It's randomly, like, sorted.
Yeah, it's based off of, like, seeds and things like that. There's, like... I don't understand how, like, the rules of this tournament go.
Just making it up as he goes.
I honestly think you're right. It really just kind of sounds like, well...
Whatever, I want to see you two fight. You do it.
You know, I understand that feeling, but... He's
basically picking random on the character select screen.
He is picking random on the character select screen. I understand, but come on, man.
So Scorpion kicks Kung Lao's ass, and then he's like, I want to fight Sub-Zero. But instead he fights Nightwolf, who is here for some reason.
Who's Nightwolf?
Nightwolf is actually a pretty cool dude. He's a Native American warrior guy, because you gotta have one in your fighting game. He's one of, like, honestly, I read up on his bio. He's, like, one of the strongest in-canon characters in the series because he has spiritual powers. He's like one of the strongest forces of good in the series.
Oh, that's nice. So when does he die?
He dies in Armageddon. They all die in Armageddon.
There you go. Okay,
he lives up until that point. Like, he doesn't die.
Right.
Well,
that's nice. Good for him.
Nightwolf tries to reason with Scorpion and tell him his aggression is misplaced, and that he should look for other ways to find peace instead of seeking revenge.
Does this guy know
Not really,
Scorpion?
probably not. They just met. However, Scorpion simply accuses Nightwolf of dishonoring his own kind and defeats him. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's good. Thanks, dude.
Raiden senses a vision that if Scorpion kills Sub-Zero, a more dangerous threat will emerge. Raiden speaks to Scorpion and pleads with him to spare Sub-Zero's life on the condition that he will ask the Elder Gods to resurrect the Shirai Ryu if he does. It's all Raiden's fault.
It's all Raiden's fault. Right,
Yeah.
I'm keeping that in
by
mind.
the way,
okay.
the Shirai Ryu is
Shirai
Scorpion's clan, ninja clan. The Lin Kuei is Sub-Zero's clan. The Lin Kuei are not ninjas, because Sub-Zero is Chinese.
Right?
He's not Japanese. He's Chinese.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
I didn't know that, because their outfits are pretty much exactly the same.
Shirai
But
Ryu are Japanese, but the Lin Kuei are not.
And the Lin Kuei are not.
So later on, Scorpion is taunted and harassed by Cyrax and Sector, who are Lin Kuei ninjas, leading to Shang Tsung declaring that to be a challenge again.
Again? So it's one guy on two?
You can't even trash talk in this tournament. Or he's like, well, you guys want to go at it, alrighty then.
I guess you guys can just fight now. That sounds good. Sure, go for it. What the fuck? Okay.
So Scorpion beats both of them. And then immediately afterwards, Sub-Zero shows up and starts taunting Scorpion, who responds by dragging him into the Nether Realm where they fight.
Oh! I think I saw this part in the movie. This is the part where they fight in hell. Like, okay. So
Sub-Zero was defeated, but Scorpion tries to honor his agreement with Raiden and spares his life. However, Quan Chi shows up and shows him images of the Lin Kuei's destruction of the Shirai Ryu, including one of Sub-Zero murdering his wife and child. Sub-Zero pleads with Scorpion and tells him the visions are fake, but Scorpion removes his mask with anger and kills Sub-Zero.
Oh, good. So does Scorpion have like a fucked up
Scorpion
face?
has a skull head. Scorpion's head is a skull, and then when he puts the mask on, it creates an illusion of a flesh and bone face. Yeah.
Seriously?
You've seen the fatality where he pulls off his mask and it's a skull.
No, I haven't.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Scorpion's dead.
Okay, so he's got a fucked up skull.
Scorpion is dead, by the way. He's a
He's a zombie?
Yes. He is an undead ninja who was summoned from the Netherrealm to fight in the tournament.
Look, I pride myself on knowing a lot of stupid bullshit trivia about a lot of things. So I'm actually really surprised that I didn't know this about this character.
I'm surprised too, because it's kind of like, his thing is like, he pulls off the mask and it's a skull head.
I don't, listen, Car Wash, when I was like 12, remember?
I just figured like you've probably seen an animated GIF or you've seen a clip of it on YouTube or something. But yeah.
The only fatality I could actually tell you about from Mortal Kombat is the one that involves ripping out somebody's spine, and one that involves ripping out somebody's entire skeleton, which I don't know how that works, but whatever.
So Quan Chi, who is one of the only characters from 4 to actually appear in 9, the only one they actually care about is Quan Chi. He's the guy that looks like Kratos in a War Boy. Like, he's the bald white guy.
Now, okay, that Kratos,
let me,
not Kratos.
I'll send you a picture of him, because I have it open in this tab here. Because he's honestly the goofiest looking motherfucker I've ever seen.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, isn't he just fucking great?
Wow. That is some real fucking cliche shit right there, my friend.
He's working with Shang Tsung, and he shows Scorpion fake visions of the Lin Kuei killing the Shirai Ryu. So Scorpion goes back on his word for Raiden and kills Sub-Zero. Later on, he returns with Sub-Zero's charred skull and spine, and then leaves soon after. So he's like, "Here, Raiden, I fucked up. Sorry."
Maybe you could glue him back together.
Raiden,
but I got that.
Raiden then speaks to Sub-Zero's former friend Cyrax, who is the Lin Kuei ninja, who vows to make Scorpion pay. In the discussion, Raiden asks about the Cyber Initiative, as well as questioning why the Lin Kuei participate in the tournament to kill Earthrealm warriors. So, the Lin Kuei are Earthrealm ninjas. And the Cyber Initiative is an organization to turn these ninjas into robots. Let me see if the link actually has one for Cyrax, because
to turn these ninjas, these Chinese ninjas.
This is what Cyrax looks like after he turns into a robot.
into
Right
into
now,
robots.
they're both Cyrax and Sector are both human. They're both human right now. But he's like, Raiden's like, hey, I heard you guys are turning yourselves into robots. Why?
Well, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
So
I feel like I've got a feeling it's gonna get weirder. Let's just fucking
this
roll
conversation leads to Cyrax being ambushed by Baraka and Shiva, who have been sent to kill him by Shang Tsung. Cyrax beats both of them and confronts Shang Tsung as he is conversing with Sector. Tsung scolds Cyrax, for having jeopardized his plans by speaking with Raiden. So he's like, why did you tell Raiden about our super secret plan to turn ninjas into robots?
And then he's like, well, dude, why the fuck you send somebody to kill me?
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, you got a good point.
Yeah. So Sector vouches for him and explains that Cyrax will complete his mission, which is to kill Johnny Cage.
What? Okay.
Because he's...
But isn't Johnny Cage just some sort of, like, fuck up weirdo
He's working with
martial
Raiden.
artist?
He's working with Raiden now.
Okay,
So-
but I mean, like, he's just a guy. Why not just kill Raiden?
Because Raiden's a god.
But he got beat by Sonya Blade!
But it's fine. It's fine.
It's not fine!
It's fine. Cyrax fights and defeats Johnny Cage, but refuses to kill him, leading him to rebel from his clan, because he's like, I don't want to turn into a robot.
Right.
So Sector confronts him, and then Cyrax kicks his ass too, and declares he's done with the Lin Kuei.
Okay.
So at this point, like, between everyone getting injured or getting beat down, the only one left to fight on Raiden's side is Liu Kang.
Oh.
So it's up to Liu. So, like, you know, because Johnny Cage got beaten, Sonya's incapacitated, and doesn't even want to participate in the tournament anyway because she got what she wanted, and Jax is injured from being imprisoned. So it's up to Liu Kang.
Oh boy.
So Shang Tsung summons Ermac and has him fight Liu Kang. Ermac, I want to take a break because Ermac's cool. So there's, in Mortal Kombat 1, there is the yellow ninja, there's the blue ninja, and then there's Reptile, the secret green ninja.
Right.
So in the arcade cabinet for Mortal Kombat 2, if the game crashed at all for any reason, which happened a lot in the 90s, you'd see like a list of like stats that just kind of keep track of the arcade cabinets, like times it booted up, times this character was selected, whatever, you know. Just general stats to keep track of the game's internal data.
Right.
One of the stats was Ermac.
Huh?
It's ERMAC.
Okay.
And so, but that was like listed with like, you know, how many times was this character selected? How many times was this character selected? And they're like, what the hell? Like, who is this Ermac guy listed amongst the characters?
Was he ever... so wait, okay.
It's not. Ermac stands for error macro. And it's that counter just keeps track of the number of times that an error, like a certain error message would pop up.
Right.
But because it's the 90s, it predates internet, you know, and all you have is the arcade cabinets, you're like...
Mew is underneath a truck, right?
Yeah, it's exactly that. It's like, oh yeah, well, what would Ermac be? Well, we have a blue, white, blue and a yellow ninja. We don't have a red ninja. I bet Ermac is the red ninja.
Red ninja.
Mortal Kombat 3, and who joins the roster but Ermac, a red ninja.
The red ninja.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, good on you guys, Mortal Kombat, for making a fan theory become a real thing.
They do
good
that.
for
They
you.
do that a lot. It's pretty cool. They do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty neat.
But Liu Kang kicks his ass.
Right.
So watching the
Red
fight,
Ninja.
Kitana tells Shang Tsung that she will ensure Liu Kang doesn't reach the next match.
Oh,
So,
God.
while trading in the next fight in the courtyard, Liu Kang and Raiden discuss the god's visions more, especially the sentence of, he must win. So they believe that the he refers to Liu Kang, and so
God.
Raiden encourages him to keep going. Later on, Kang is ambushed by Kitana, but when he defeats her, he spares her life. Truly,
Of course.
because
Why?
she's hot
Because-
as fuck.
Yeah, but she's got a fucked up face too.
No,
right?
Kitana is the blue ninja lady, and she is the pretty one.
Who's got the fucked up face?
Melina.
Oh, okay.
Melina will show up later.
I'm losing track of everybody already. Okay,
Katana,
so
Katana is the
Katana's
one
hot
with
as
blue.
fuck.
Katana is blue and wields fans because her name is Katana.
And that makes sense.
You'd think sword, but no.
Yeah,
Okay.
swords.
Whatever.
We're going back to Highlander.
I guess she didn't want to be
General
like
Katana.
I guess she didn't want to be too on the nose about it.
I guess if you're like, I'm fighting somebody named Katana, I should probably be ready to fight somebody with a katana.
Yeah.
And then she shows up with bladed fans. You're like, ah, fuck, there go all my plans. Shit. I had everything based around this person's name. And she's like, haha, I've already diverted you. Or some fucking bullshit.
So, but he beats her and then he spares her life. And he expresses a desire to meet her under more favorable circumstances.
I bet you fucking do. I can't. You're not here for me to nudge you, but please imagine that
I'm feeling
nudging
it through the internet.
Thank you. All right.
So Kang is then sent to Goro's lair to challenge the reigning champion Goro. You've seen Goro. I know you've seen Goro.
I've seen Goro.
He's the guy with 4 arms.
I have seen Goro. And he's a motherfucker to try and beat. Yeah. And fuck Goro. I do remember those days of agony.
It's interesting that how the way did it is because everyone else is rotoscoped, right?
Right.
Goro is a clay model that they took pictures of, and then they rotoscoped it like the hard way. So that's why his sprites look really weird. It's because they're blown up compared to the rest of the photos.
That's pretty cool, actually. Good. That actually is a very cool piece of trivia. Thank you. I will use this to win a trivia contest at some point in the future.
So eventually, after a long, hard battle, Kang defeats the Shokan Prince. Shokan is the race that has 4 arms. That's all it is.
Of course.
That's what they are.
All right. Well, fine. Cool.
So after this victory, Kang faces off his last opponent, Shang Tsung himself.
He must win!
As Raiden foresaw, Kang bests the sorcerer who concedes defeat, handing victory to Earthrealm.
Hooray!
The
He
Outworld
must
Warriors,
win.
along with Kano, leave through a portal, with Katana taking a last lingering look before departing.
Oh.
Raiden and the other Earthrealm forces congratulate Kang on his victory, but to Raiden's surprise, his amulet cracks further. That's the story of Mortal Kombat 1 now.
Okay.
That is the rebooted timeline's version of Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh, God.
So I don't remember exactly how it's supposed to go. I think it mostly happened more or less the same. It's really around MK2 that things start changing for the worst.
Right.
But so yeah, it's kind of interesting that they Mortal Kombat basically ripped off, or I don't know, did Star Trek rip it off? It's the same thing as the Star Trek movie reboots, where the original timeline still does exist, but this is like a branching pathway of it.
Right, because weirdness happens with Spock and okay, so this is basically Raiden is Spock.
Raiden is Spock.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so Mortal Kombat 2 time.
Right.
Back in Outworld, Shang Tsung is brought before the Emperor Shao Kahn, and he is angry and orders Katana to execute him. In order to save himself from being executed, the sorcerer quickly makes a new proposition to Shao Kahn. Meanwhile, Liu Kang is presented in a ceremony as the new champion of the Mortal Kombat tournament with Kung Lao, Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade, and Jax in attendance. All of them. They're all happy.
Right,
for him. He won.
It's the end of Star Wars. Somebody do the Wookiee yell.
So interestingly enough, Liu Kang is now immortal. As the reigning champion of Mortal Kombat, he is granted eternal life. He will not age.
Is that why it's called Mortal Kombat?
Yes.
Shut the fuck up! Okay.
Okay. That won't last though. You'll see things will change, but at this point right now, Liu Kang stops aging.
Well, good for him, I guess. Okay. I just turned 28, so I feel that.
At the celebrations, Jax is having a victory cigar while Raiden is confused why his amulet is still cracked. And I'm just picturing Raiden fussing over his cigar, his amulet, while Jax is blowing smoke in his face. Right, yeah. Raiden then
come on, you fucking nerd.
Raiden then takes notice of a revitalized Shang Tsung, where he was an old man in MK in the first tournament, and now he's younger. Which is the deal that he made with Shao Kahn earlier. The sorcerer proposes an offer from the Emperor. He proposes a single tournament, replacing the original system of 10, and tells Raiden if Earthrealm wins the tournament, Kahn will forever have to abandon his claim to Earthrealm. However,
I gotta stop you here. He says they want to abandon the original tournament, right? What was the phrasing you just used?
The original system.
What fucking system? We just went over that. We just went fucking over that in the last goddamn game. Yeah, there is no fucking system as far as I can tell. It's just, hey, whip your dick out and fight somebody.
Is he's I want to change it so that instead of Yeah, he's basically just like, I want to change the rules, and Raiden's
What
like, what fucking rules?
There are no fucking rules. It's literally just like, well, I think these two should kiss. I mean, fight. Whatever. Get to it. I mean, kiss. Please kiss.
Get that skull face all over it.
No.
That's
not cool.
So just imagine, like, the original setup. Okay, so basically, the original setup is that Outworld and Earthrealm are like, oh, I want to take over the other one.
Right.
And I want to rule it. So the Mortal Kombat tournament exists to be like, okay, you have 10 tournaments to win.
Mm-hmm.
And the winner of those 10 tournaments will be, you'll have to abandon your claim over the other territory.
Right.
So, like, if Earthrealm wins, they won't invade Outworld, which they weren't doing anyway. Whatever.
So you have to win, like, 10 tournaments in a row?
Yeah, you have to win 10 tournaments in a row.
Oh, Jesus. We'll be here all day.
Shang Tsung's like, how about we just do one tournament?
Oh, well, that simplifies things. Sure. For sure. Absolutely.
And so if Earthrealm wins, Khan will have to abandon his claim to Earthrealm forever.
Okay.
If Outworld wins, Khan will be allowed to take it over.
Oh.
Raiden says, fuck that.
Well, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. But then again, everything is Raiden's fault, so tell me why.
Which results in the Wuxi Academy being overrun by Tarkatan warriors.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
It's all Raiden's fault.
Okay. Backstep. Wuxi Academy?
Okay. Wuxi Academy is where Kung Lao and Liu Kang train.
Okay. What are the other things you just said?
That's just their dojo. Tarkatan, Baraka is a Tarkatan.
Okay.
They're the spiny teeth warrior men with blades in their arms.
Right, assholes. The current president. I mean,
Yeah, so.
He's not an asshole.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Baraka Obama is raised.
Baraka Obama. Yeah.
Alright, so in the chaos, Sonya and the Shaolin Masters are kidnapped and brought to Outworld.
Oh, okay.
Raiden receives another image showing Liu Kang winning the new tournament. So he decides to accept the challenge anyway, and concludes he must change the outcome of the tournament, as Kang's victory over Sung had no effect. So he's like, well, Kang won the last one, I better change it because it didn't work this time.
So he's gonna make Kang win again?
Yeah. So he's gonna try to change. No, he's gonna try to change the outcome to someone else wins.
Oh no!
So someone else beats Shang
No!
Tsung because when he did it the first time, it didn't work. So he's like, well, I followed the rules and it still didn't work.
Oh no!
So I'm gonna break the rules this time.
Oh, this seems like a bad idea, Christopher Lambert.
Yeah. So in Outworld, Raiden sends Liu Kang and Kung Lao to tend to their masters while he, Jax, and Johnny Cage begin the tournament.
Oh god, is Johnny Cage gonna save the world?
You'll see.
Boy.
Jax steps forward to find Sonya, only for Shang Tsung to declare this as Jax volunteering for the first combat. So we're
right back into it. Yeah, where it's just like, fuck it, you're gonna fight.
So Jax kind of like wanders in. He's like, what's going on? And Shang Tsung's like, here's our first contendant.
You must fight in the tournament. I'm just looking for the fucking bathroom, brah.
Yeah.
You know?
So the first round of the new tournament sees Jax defeating Baraka because Baraka's a chump.
Right.
But the tournament is briefly postponed after Reptile informs Shang Tsung of some pressing matters. Fuck, his name is so hard to say over and over again, and I say it.
You say it a lot. Shang Tsung.
Shang
Tsung.
Yes.
Fuck it.
Informs him of some pressing matters. I'm gonna start calling him Samsung.
Samsung. Yeah, I mean, for sure, considering their tendency to explode, why not? Let's do it. That sounds like a Mortal Kombat thing.
So Raiden teleports himself and the other Earthrealm warriors to the armory after one of Raiden's visions reveals that Sonya was about to be executed. So Jade appears soon afterwards and demands that the three leave.
Okay.
Jax fights Jade and defeats her, and after rendering Jade unconscious, the three continue their quest to find Sonya. So she's like a security guard. She's like, hey, you can't be in here, and then Jax just punches her in the jaw.
Listen, you guys can hang out wherever the fuck else you want, but you can't be in the armory. Fuck you! And then just like punches her in the fucking face and knocks her ass out. And then and then they leave anyway.
Just Adam Jensen punches her.
Oh my god! And then they leave anyway. That's the fucked up part.
Yeah, and then they're just like, whatever. We didn't want to be here in the first place.
Yeah, man, you guys are assholes.
So they find Sonya tied to a stake by the Deadpool. Not Wade Wilson.
Right.
It's a place called the Deadpool.
Wow, that's creative.
It is a pool of acid where skeletons hang out.
Creative, like I said. It's a pool, we throw you in it, you're dead. It didn't require a lot else of the thought, you know? It kind of is very, implicative. Implicative? Is that a word?
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah, it's indicative of what it is.
Yeah, there you go.
So, it's guarded by Shiva and her minions. Shiva is
The summon from Final Fantasy?
No, Shiva is Lady Goro. She's got 4 arms like Goro.
Sexy.
Kind of. Let me show you.
Fucking hot.
Her. Oh, yeah. Look at that bikini, man. Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, oh.
No. I scrolled back up and I saw her forehead and now I'm uncomfortable.
So, Jax defeats the guards and then defeats Shiva and frees Sonya.
Okay.
Sonya's wrist communicator picks up 2 tech readings in Outworld's shores. But Outworld doesn't have high technology, so Raiden concludes they might be helpful to look into.
Jesus.
And goes to Johnny Cage to investigate one of the signals while Sonya and Jax take the other.
Aren't we busy trying to save the world here, people?
Well, if you can find out, like, if they're not Outworld, they have to be Earthrealm, which means they're probably helpful.
Or it could be like Satan with an iPad. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you know what? Just trust Raiden, okay? Raiden knows what he's doing.
Raiden doesn't know what he's doing. So far, all you've taught me from listening to this fucking shit is that Raiden has no idea what he's doing. Listen, Christopher Lambert made Highlander 2 The Quickening. Under no circumstances should he ever be trusted, ever.
Oh boy, here we
God.
go. Alright. So, these 2 readings turn out to be the Lin Kuei warriors, Smoke, and the younger brother of Sub-Zero, Tundra, who is now taking up the mantle of his older brother.
So that's 2
that's
Sub-Zeros
interesting.
running around.
The Scorpion, the Sub-Zero in MK2 onward is the younger brother of the Sub-Zero in MK1.
Oh, that's right, because the other one died.
The Yeah, Scorpion killing Sub-Zero happens in both timelines.
Oh.
So the first Sub-Zero is
Right.
Bihan, and he is killed, and the second one is Kuai Lan.
See, you said
Kuai Lan.
Bihan, and I thought, like maybe the other one would be like in front. But is that a pun? Ah, god damn it.
Yeah. I'm gonna count that. I'm gonna mark this.
Ah, god damn it. Alright.
Sarah made a pun.
I made a pun.
Reset the
Fucking
clock.
shit. Alright. Carry on.
So, also,
Yeah.
Smoke, the ninja Smoke,
Yeah?
who is part of the Lin Kuei, is, what is he? He's, like, not even
so he's
Chinese.
just a guy who somehow got into the Lin Kuei?
He is, oh my god, I can't remember what he is. He's, like,
What?
Swedish. Like, have you seen, fucking, what's it?
Yes.
G Gundam? You know how, like, the guy from Germany is a ninja for no reason?
Okay.
It's like
fucking,
that.
It's the fucking Swedish chef as a ninja. Bork, bork, bork.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's so, like, he's just
some random
guy.
white dude. Oh god. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright, and so Smoke and Sub-Zero split up, and Smoke is accosted by Katana, who orders him to leave Outworld.
Of course. I mean,
so he
that's,
kicks her ass.
that's kind of how it's gone so far. Hey,
Yeah.
you need to leave.
You need to
And
leave!
then I'm gonna kick
no,
your
I
ass
don't.
anyways. And if you tell me, if the next words out of your mouth are, and then he left anyways, I'm gonna come up to Michigan and kick your ass.
Afterwards, he makes his way to the living
God
forest.
damn it! Motherfucker!
Well, to be fair, Katana ordered him to leave Outworld, like, in general. So, like, that's like saying, like, you need to leave Alabama, and then you go to Coleman.
Okay.
So, like, it's not the same. She's like, you need to leave my entire world.
And-
And he's like, no, and then he punches her.
Okay. Whatever.
So he goes to the...
Get it out.
I'm okay.
There you go.
He goes to the living forest, where Kano is selling advanced weaponry to Shang Tsung. So...
What?
So Shang Tsung and, like, the Outworld warriors are all, like, crazy crazy magical warriors and monsters and stuff. And Kano's like, you know what would make this better, mate? Guns.
Guns. Bloody hell.
Let's start selling guns.
And so it's just So
he's just opening up, like, a black market deal to start selling guns.
So he's like, it's literally, I can't even, like, articulate. It's like if Nicolas Cage just showed up in the middle of Helm's Deep and was like, hey, orcs, do you want some fucking guns? Because I'm the Lord of War. And, like, they were like, fuck yeah, sure. That's basically what you're telling me right now, is that some rando shows up and is selling guns to orcs.
There is a great scene where Kano has to very quickly teach some Tarkatans muzzle discipline because they're about to shoot themselves in the head.
Unbelievable.
Oh, it's great.
It truly is a perfect 90s reboot because now everybody has guns. Oh my god.
So Smoke confronts Shang Tsung and demands the whereabouts of the original Sub-Zero.
He
doesn't know that he's dead.
Well, I got some bad news, kid.
So Kano volunteers to take care of the Lin Kuei ninja for free.
Oh!
But is quickly defeated because
he's chump. Right, I'm learning that pretty quickly now.
And then Smoke confronts Shang Tsung again. So basically it's just like, hey, where's Sub-Zero? Oh, mate, I'll take you out. And then Smoke punches him and he's like, no, seriously, where's Sub-Zero?
Right. Yeah, okay, because that, sure.
But this time, Reptile takes them both down, only to be ambushed by Sector, who is now a cyborg.
Oh god, there's so much going on.
So in quick succession, Smoke confronts Shang Tsung, then punches Kano out, then confronts Shang Tsung again, Reptile beats both of them, and then Sector beats Reptile.
Oh god. Okay. Sure. Yeah.
So he attempts to drag Smoke back to the Lin Kuei Temple to undergo the same procedure to turn into a robot, but then Smoke manages to defeat him, but is overrun by a swarm of Lin Kuei cyborgs who show up to take him back by force.
Cyborgs attacking a Swedish ninja, a Swedish Chinese ninja. Okay, sure.
All right, so Raiden, who has received a vision of Smoke being turned into a cyborg, intervenes and takes the cyborgs out with a blast of lightning.
Well, why didn't you fucking do that sooner, you piece of shit?
So, Smoke agrees to join him and Johnny Cage in their quest, expressing fears that Sub-Zero may be in danger as well.
Well, he's fucking dead, but okay. Yeah, I guess that's danger, sure.
Yeah. The younger Sub-Zero is ambushed by a cybernetic Cyrax, but manages to defeat him just as Jax and Sonya arrive. Initially, they believe him to be the original Sub-Zero, and they explain his death at the hands of Scorpion. So hey, your brother's dead.
I like that. The way you phrase that, though, is great, because I like to think that they run into, like, Sub-Zero, the new one, I mean, and they're like, dude, you should be fucking dead. And then this guy is like, excuse me?
Dead?
Yeah, so, well, that's great. Sure, so now we've got more revenge bullshit coming. Is that what you're about to tell me?
Yeah. So then Ermac arrives, and in the resulting confrontation, Jax has both his arms telekinetically ripped off his body.
Oh, well...
Gotta get that robot arm somehow,
man. That is one way to do it.
So in the original timeline, Jax volunteered to get his arms turned into robotic prosthetics. Like, he was like, I can't defeat these guys without robot arms.
Well, honestly...
So he's like, I volunteer to get my arms cut off and replace robot arms. In this timeline, he just gets
honest
ripped
to
off.
God, though, I will tell you, if somebody offered to give me robot arms, I would take it in a heartbeat. I mean, like, real robot arms. Like, I'd take it in a fucking heartbeat, bruh, because robot arms are just cooler. I mean, they're just cooler. Really cool. I mean, I've played enough Deus Ex.
So, like, Jax shouldn't even be complaining now.
Okay, so it probably sucks to have your arms telekinetically ripped off, because that does sound pretty fucking horrible. But, I mean, you get dope robot. Although, I do wonder where he gets the dope robot arms. So, does he spend the rest of Mortal Kombat 2 just, like, with stumps?
Yeah, well, he's down and out from Mortal Kombat 2.
Okay,
like,
that makes sense. That sucks. Sorry, bruh.
Yeah. Sub-Zero then engages Ermac in combat while Sonya attends to Jax. I mean, what the hell is she gonna do? His arms are gone.
Yeah.
Stick some gauze in there, call it a day.
Pretty much, and just kind of, like, pray. Because, I mean, that's a lot of blood. Alright, now, carry on.
After winning, Sub-Zero tells Sonya and Jax a way to Earthrealm, while he goes to the Coliseum in hopes of exacting revenge against Scorpion.
Nah, fucking shit. Here we go again.
Sub-Zero eventually reaches Shao Kahn's Coliseum and wants to face Scorpion, but is given a duel with Reptile instead. You can't fight the green ninja, but you can fight the green ninja.
And it's also, again, like, they're showing up to these fucking tournaments going, I want to fight whoever the fuck I want. And then somebody goes, no, that's not how it works. And then they go, I want to fight whoever the fuck I want anyways. I don't think people understand how tournaments work.
Yeah. And then, emerging the victor, Sub-Zero again demands to fight Scorpion as his next opponent, to which Shao Kahn agrees.
Of course.
So Shao Kahn agrees to it, but because he's like, I want to see this happen. So Quan Chi summons Scorpion from the Netherrealm and the battle begins. Sub-Zero wins the match, but before he can finish Scorpion off, he's attacked by numerous cybernetics Lin Kuei warriors, who offer their allegiance to Shao Kahn in exchange for Sub-Zero. Khan allows
fuck's
this.
sake.
It's all Raiden's
all
fault.
Raiden's fucking fault. Jesus God.
So, remember, like, the vision he received was, the vision is Smoke's gonna be turned into a cyborg. And so he interviews and saves Smoke. So the Lin Kuei are like, well, fuck it. We've got Sub-Zero. We'll just use him instead.
Yeah, no big deal. And you know, now they know that Raiden is trying to fuck with their plans, so they're gonna help Shao Kahn fuck with Raiden. God damn it, Christopher Lambert. Okay.
It's all fucking Christopher Lambert's fault. Alright. So, since Katana has been ordered to eliminate any Earthrealm intruders, she is scolded by Shao Kahn for failing to do her duty.
Whatever. They're hot.
Well, you know... Yeah, you gotta get that Bruce Lee.
You know... you gotta... Duty. I understand, girl. I do understand. So, it's okay. I mean, this guy sounds like a prick anyways, so you get your booty. So as she leaves, the Earthrealm warriors follow her, so they are. She's just like, I just got kicked out of the clubhouse. What are you guys doing? So, what kind of security details is Shao Kahn running on this island? They can just kind of hang out.
It's an island. It's an island for one thing. They can't really go anywhere.
So are they just kind of, hanging out on the island, and Shao Kahn, knows this?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
I guess so. Okay, so she gets in an argument with Jade and then is confronted by Raiden and his allies. So she's determined to redeem herself to her father, who is Shao Kahn.
Didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Yes. And Katana fights and defeats both Smoke and Johnny Cage. But before she can finish them, Raiden stops Katana and has a talk with her to help her understand her true nature. Discussing her deceased mother, Sindel.
So how does Raiden know about this? Is it because of some bullshit? He's a god? Okay. Well, this is...
He's been around for a long, long time.
He's the worst god ever so far that I can see. He's terrible. Fucking terrible. I like, too, that she's like, I'll kill you. And then he's like, no, let's talk about this. They have, a therapy session. They have a therapy session right there.
Just a quick sit down.
Tell me about your mother.
So tell me about your
exactly.
Mother.
Literally, tell me about your mother while, Johnny Cage is on the floor, I can't feel my legs, dude. You know?
Yeah. Smoke and Johnny are just down and out. He's like, let's
and you know, those poor bastards on the ground are probably like, can you not? Can you maybe, get me a Band-Aid? Or, a shot of whiskey?
They're here, pull up Johnny Cage and take a seat on him.
I'll sit down on Smoke. And we'll hold hands, and you can tell me what's bothering you. And then both of them are like, you're on my broken ribs. Can you please stop? But okay. Fucking fine.
Okay, so...
Makes sense.
So he encourages her to go to Shang Tsung's flesh pits.
God.
Let that
God,
sink
this
in
is
for
supposed to be... I mean, I know we're technically not a PG-13 rated podcast because of my mouth, mostly. That's not... Listen, I'm not gonna say... No, that...
I want you to tell me, before anything, what do you think Shang Tsung's forbidden flesh pits are?
Actually, I won't lie to you. The first thing I thought of was his armpits.
That's a good one.
Literally the first thing I thought of was his armpits. And then I went to way worse places. But when you said flesh pits, my brain went, his armpits?
So, I didn't... Because I've experience in Mortal Kombat, and the terminology is kind of familiar with me, I didn't think about it until just now. Reading encourages her to go to Shang Tsung's flesh pits. What that could possibly mean kind of just finally sunk in for me.
No.
Okay. So, and it's a place she is forbidden to enter. Dare you enter his flesh pit?
What is it? Is it where he keeps his...
There she discovers a series of clones designed in her image, but also sporting Tarkatan features, like
what the
teeth.
Fuck?
One of these clones, who looks just like Katana except for eyes and mouth, wakes up, believing it to be a monster, she attacks
there's
it.
Melina. Okay.
Yeah, there's Melina. Shang Tsung then confronts Katana and tells her that he made the clones in an attempt to perfect her. She then fights Shang Tsung, defeating him and informing Shao Kahn of his actions. However, the Emperor not only praises Tsung, but reveals to her that he is not her biological father. Instead, she is the daughter of an Edenian king. Edenia is a place in Outrealm. In Outworld, it's like the nicer side. You know, the nicer side of the street.
The nice part of almost hell. Sure, sounds great. Let's go vacation there sometimes. I hear the beaches are amazing this time of year.
Well, that realm was conquered by Shanks so long ago.
Never mind.
And he adopted baby Katana as his personal assassin after killing her real father. Because Shao Kahn's
I mean, you know, that's... Listen, can we just end that trope? Because it never works out for anybody.
It really never does.
For one, I just want to know who looks at, like, you know, their dead enemy's kid and like, aha, I'll raise this one. Listen, if it didn't work for Manfred von fucking Karma in a relatively sane universe, that is the Phoenix Wright universe, do you really think it's gonna work out for you, dude, in a world where people rip out spines and skeletons on the reg? Come on!
Well, I don't think he was looking at baby Katana like, I will raise her as my own. I think he was looking at her and thinking, asset.
Yeah, but to who? They're all dead.
Well, you can never have enough personal assassins.
Yes.
So he orders his minions to capture Katana and take her to be executed because, done with that.
That's how it works, sure.
Well, while demanding that his new daughter, who he names Melina, is brought to him.
Of course.
So, like, out with the old, in with the new.
I want my new, better daughter.
I like her better. She's
got pointy, sharp, scary teeth. I guess so, like, you told me that Katana isn't Melina, but they kind of are. Like, she's like a clone.
Yeah, well, she's a clone. That's why they look similar. And it's not because of laziness.
Well,
no,
it's not.
No, it's not because they needed to save data in the cartridge.
And make them look almost exactly the same. Yeah, no. But hey, nice try. Who makes Mortal Kombat, by the way?
NetherRealm makes it now, but Midway used to.
Okay. Midway is long gone. Rip in pieces.
Yeah, and now they're NetherRealm, and literally all they make is Mortal Kombat and Injustice. I mean, you do what you do.
I mean, like, Mortal Kombat sounds fun, but I feel like being forced to work on Injustice is like a fate worser than death. Worser? A fate more worse than death. Because, I mean, Injustice is just... Ugh.
Injustice isn't fun.
But hey, I guess it pays the bills to let you keep making weird fucking Mortal Kombat games. So yeah, go for you. Yep. Alright, carry on.
So Jade overhears Shao Kahn's confession and decides to side with Katana and free her. So on her way to the tower where Katana is being kept, Jade knocks out both Baraka and Shiva unconscious and attempts to rescue her friend.
Get shit done. Nice.
Yeah. Jade's an awesome friend. However, Katana urges her to find Raiden and request help instead.
No!
So she's there, and she's like, no, go get Raiden to save me instead.
Oh, bitch. I am throwing away this friendship bracelet right now.
Your rescue's not good enough.
I don't want to be rescued by you. I want to be rescued by the Japanese lightning god with a French accent. Fuck off!
So, Jade escapes the tower, but Melina teleports in, leading Jade to fight and defeat her. The Earthrealm warriors show up after Melina
retreats. By the way, Jade's been kicking a lot of ass in this podcast, so good for her.
So Jade informs Raiden of Katana's capture. Liu Kang and Kung Lao go to the tower to rescue her, leaving the others to go to the Coliseum to take part in the tournament, because that's still happening. Remember that?
Actually, I completely forgot about it. I will not lie to you. But, I do want to point out that it's pretty funny that Jade is now like, I'm going to side with you guys, but you guys kicked my ass when I told you to get out of a room. So, I guess
in Mortal Kombat, fighting, beating someone down is basically the same thing as like a friendly handshake. It does
kind of sound like that. I mean, Sonya turns down Johnny Cage. He's like, let's fucking fight. And, everybody beats everybody up and they're like, we're friends now. Okay.
So,
okay. Fine.
So at the tower, the monks defeat Shiva, Noob Saibot, and Goro.
Oh, God.
Noob Saibot, for the record, is the vengeful ghost of the original Sub-Zero.
What? Oh,
yes.
God. No.
He is the vengeful, possessed ghost of the original Sub-Zero. And his name is Noob Saibot because that is Boone Tobias backwards. And Mortal Kombat is created by Ed Boon and John Tobias.
For fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
So Liu Kang and Kung Lao interrogate Goro, who tells them that Katana's being held at the Coliseum where she is to be executed. With this information, they make their way to the Coliseum.
For God's sake, we just almost avoided this whole Katana getting executed thing. We've now gone over the same plot point twice.
So things are going pretty bad at the tournament.
This is the worst plan ever, and they all suck at it.
So things are going bad. Smoke and Johnny Cage have been defeated, and Sonya and Jax have left outright.
Yeah, I mean, what?
Because, Jax is like, well, I can't
don't have
fight.
any arms, and Sonya is...
And Sonya's like, I gotta make sure he doesn't die on the way back.
Yeah, because we probably have to take a helicopter, and that'll probably fucking explode. So, Jesus God.
So they just pieced out. So Shao Kahn demands that Raiden send in a champion, but Liu Kang, believing he is not he who must win, refuses to compete and goes to free Katana instead. Raiden selects Kung Lao in his place. Lao manages to defeat Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, and even Kintaro, but is then killed when Shao Kahn snaps his neck.
Oh.
It's all Raiden's fault.
That's not good. That's,
No. An enraged Liu Kang, having already freed Katana, challenges the Emperor and defeats him by punching straight through his chest, seemingly killing him.
Oh my God.
That's a special level of pissed off.
You fucking pissed off Bruce Lee. Oh, okay. So he just...
I will 1-inch punch your guts out.
I'm just gonna punch you through the fucking chest like a baller. So everything gets fucked up again. That's what you're telling me. All of this ends exactly the way it's supposed to.
Kang is declared the winner of the tournament, and as they mourn Kung Lao, Raiden concludes that Liu Kang was meant to win after all, and that Shao Kahn was the one he was supposed to defeat.
Sake.
Despite this, Raiden's medallion cracks even further. Now things get bad. That ends Mortal Kombat 2.
How many of these do we have to go through?
This is the last one. Mortal Kombat 3 is the last one. So yeah, the Mortal Kombat 9 covers the story up to the first 3.
Okay, so, I gotcha.
Mortal Kombat 9. Back in Shao Kahn's throne room, his minions discuss who should take his place.
I hate to interrupt you again, but again, that's kind of my thing in this. This is a lot of plot for one video game, for like one fighting game. This is a lot of plot.
Yeah, the story mode goes places, like I said. Goes places.
You've just covered the plot, a pretty significant amount of plot of 2 games in one, and there's still a third to go. Oh, God almighty. Yep. All right. Hit me.
So, back in Shao Kahn's throne room, his minions discuss who should take his place. Because, they're minions, and they're star screaming all over the place. Megatron transformed! I lead the Decepticons!
Yeah.
Whenever Megatron, whenever Megatron trips, he's like, my turn!
Megatron so much just sneezes.
Whatever, fuck it.
Oh, God.
So, with the aid of Quan Chi sorcery, however, Shao Kahn survives his injuries.
You're all in big fucking trouble!
Oh, Dad woke up.
Daddy's angry.
Dad's up and he's got the belt. So Quan Chi also makes a new proposal to him. Direct invasion of Earthrealm.
Why? Okay.
This... Just...
Okay.
Fuck the tournament.
Sure.
Fuck the tournament. Fuck the rules. Fuck it. Let's just invade this shit.
That doesn't seem wise, but okay, let's go for it. Why not?
So this by itself is not possible due to all the wards that the Queen of Edenia, Sindel, put on Earthrealm when she committed suicide.
Oh, that's nice. Well, thanks.
So she died to put up wards that prevented Shao Kahn from invading Earthrealm, hence the Mortal Kombat tournament.
Right.
So, Quan Chi is able to overcome this by resurrecting her as a revenant and imbuing her with full loyalty to the Emperor.
Why didn't they do this sooner?
Because they didn't think they would need to. Because Shao Kahn's a big old dude and he didn't think he'd lose. He didn't think someone would punch his guts out.
I'm just saying that the tournament, if it's that simple... By the way, I love the reasoning of, well, this chick died to keep us out, so let's just undie her and it'll be fine. I mean, that's like flawless reasoning.
It's pretty smart.
It's just you just don't think about that kind of thing.
if more villains researched resurrection
Beep.
and like used it to like if like what would happen if like Sephiroth was like, hey, what if I brought Aerith back to life?
Oh, I know, right?
Hey, fuck you, your plans are ruined. Oh, you died to save the life stream?
Nah.
You're back,
Wrong,
bitch.
I like to, it's kind of like, you know, if Voldemort had just like, you know, not killed Harry Potter's parents, then then he would have won.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God.
So with the... so not only did he resurrect her, but he also mind controlled her into being fully loyal to the Emperor.
I mean, sure, why not?
So with the wards broken, Outworld begins a full-scale invasion of Earthrealm, overwhelming the conventional military forces of Earthrealm.
Oh my God.
Yeah, fuck us. Like, what are we gonna do? They have blades in their arms.
It's not like we have, I don't know, fighter jets, nuclear weapons, M16s,
But dude, that guy has 4 fucking arms! That guy's got 4 arms!
We have grenades and rocket launchers and, highly trained snipers. I could keep going.
There's also the fact that there is a lot of Tarkatans.
Okay, well, I'll give you that.
Like, what it boils down to is that Tarkatans are stupid, and there's a lot of them.
Okay, so it's just like a sheer numbers, just like keep throwing bodies at them.
You know in Mass Effect when you fight the
Husks?
What are they called?
The husks?
No, the weird yelly aliens, not the Batarians, but the other scumbag aliens.
What are those?
The ones that break fans.
Yeah, those things. Yeah, I know what they are, but I can't remember their names right now.
Just imagine like a million of those just like screaming and hollering with blades in their arms. Like, that's what you're dealing with.
Right, okay. Okay, I feel that now.
So that happens. So during the invasion, police officers Curtis Stryker and Kabal are among those fighting a losing battle against Outworld forces.
Oh my God.
So Curtis Stryker is one of my favorite characters in Mortal Kombat because he's so fucking lame. So, Mortal Kombat 3, they were like, we need a guy who's like who's like, you know, Jax has metal arms.
Right.
You know, Sonya has magic.
Right. Wait,
Like,
Sonya has
so they
magic?
need, like, we want a guy who's like a military, like, gun guy.
They wanted Guile, basically.
Yeah, they wanted like a military
Right.
guy. So they came up with Curtis Stryker,
Boy.
who right now looks like a pretty cool dude.
Right.
Like you can see him here. He looks like a pretty cool dude, you know?
Right? Hold on.
But just do yourself a favor and click on original timeline
Hold on.
in that link there.
I'm like afraid it'll make Audacity turn off because it happened to us during my other podcast. But I think I'm still running. Easy. Hold it together, Audacity.
Okay.
Easy, baby. I believe in you. Okay.
Like, he looks like a pretty cool guy, like, now.
Yeah.
But, like, if you look at the original... I'll just send you a picture
No,
of it.
I
Like,
do
if you
see it.
that,
Oh.
yeah, like, you know... So, it was, like, worse in Mortal Kombat 3.
no.
He legit looked like Dave Coulier.
Yeah.
With, like, the backwards baseball cap.
Yeah, I see that.
Fucking lame as hell.
Oh, God. And he has, like, an underbite. He just kind of looks like that one weird guy who practices... You know, that one weirdo in high school? And everybody knew one of them. Who, like, would practice his karate, like, stuff in the hallway at school. Thinking he was cool. He looks like that guy.
Yeah, so... the thing about Stryker is that he's just a cop.
That's it?
Like, Johnny Cage has, like, shadow magic, so, like, he has, like, you know, super speed and stuff like that. He's got some stuff to him. Sonya Blade can shoot energy projectiles. Jax has metal arms. Stryker's a guy who's like, I got a gun and a police baton, and I'm gonna fucking do it.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, he's just a cop. He's just a regular old cop.
One
and he's like,
man,
I'll fucking do it.
one man, one cop against the world this summer.
Okay. You say that, but his arcade ending for Mortal Kombat 9 has him turn down a movie about him because he doesn't want to be played by Johnny
Shut
Cage.
the fuck up! Oh my god! Oh my god! I called it! Fuck yeah! One man, one cop against the world. This summer, Johnny Cage is Stryker. Oh, man.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, man. Awesome.
Okay, so Stryker and Kabal actually have a really cool line where they see Melina, hanging around a burned out city.
Yeah.
And Stryker's like, what do you think? Good guy or bad guy? And Kabal's like, dressed like that? Bad guy.
Awesome. Awesome.
So they're kind of just like watching all this happen, and they see a fight between Johnny Cage and Motaro. And then Motaro is a centaur.
Oh. Well, alright. Sure. Fuck it.
He's just a big centaur man.
At this point, I'm accepting anything.
Mortal Kombat 3 needed a Goro,
right.
And they couldn't use Goro.
He's dead.
Goro is Goro. They already have a Goro.
Right.
They have Motaro instead.
Oh.
And he's a big centaur
Oh,
man.
even their names sound similar. Really, Midway?
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah. So Johnny Cage and Motaro are fighting, and it's interrupted by Raiden, who proceeds to kill Motaro to prevent Cage's
Oh,
death.
for fuck's sake. Here we go.
Kintaro then appears and seriously burns Kabal with a blast of fire.
For fuck's sake. Here we go.
So after defeating Kintaro, Ermac appears and uses his power to throw Stryker into a nearby subway.
What?
Stryker defeats Ermac, and then reluctantly agrees to join Raiden and the other Earthrealm warriors after Nightwolf finds him and informs him of the situation. So, this poor cop is just having, like, elder gods and centaurs and, like, giant four-armed catmen and, like, Native American mystics just, like, run up and be like, hey, buddy! Hey, let me tell you about what's going on!
And why would they pick this one rando cop? That's what I want to know. They just...
Because he's just getting caught in the crossfire, and Raiden's probably desperate at this point.
Oh my god. This is why Raiden sucks, because he's just like, grab anybody you can see, we're fucked. I just keep making it worse. Oh god.
So Stryker goes to find Kabal, who was, burned earlier, but he's gone. Kabal awakens in the Outworld, where Kano has revived him using Shang Tsung's magic and a respirator he created by himself. Kano tells him that with his new upgrades, Kabal can serve the Black Dragon again. So, in original timeline, Kabal was a villain, more or less. Like, kind of like an anti-heroish villain. He was a leader. The Black Dragon are, a group of thugs and mercenaries and whatnot.
Right.
Thieves and assassins and all that Kano works for. But in this timeline, he reformed himself between games and became a cop.
But now they're like, you can serve the Black... Why would he do that?
Yeah. Well, right now he doesn't have a choice because Kano built his respirator.
Oh, right, okay.
To keep him alive. So, Kano confesses to selling weapons to Shang Tsung, leading Kabal to blame Kano for the Outworld attack. Because,
okay, I guess.
So again, to counteract you, you said that, we have guns.
Oh, they've got guns,
they have guns, too.
Alright, I'll give it to them. Man, that's fucked up. How would you like that? The more and more I think about it, it's actually really funny to just be like how much different would Lord of the Rings be if the orcs had M16s and only the orcs? That's the thing.
Right?
The good guys are like, we will hold them at Helm's Deep, and then the orcs just show up with like an RPG, and they're just
guns everywhere.
Oh my god. Okay.
Where was I? Okay, so Kabal further insists that he has renounced crime, and after besting Kano in combat, demands that Kano take him to Shao Kahn.
Oh, good for you, Kabal.
There, they witness Shao Kahn promoting Sindel to general of his army after Motaro's death.
Oh.
Khan drains Shang Tsung of all his souls, thereby killing him, and channels them into Sindel in order to give her more power.
Oh.
So this is what happened.
Oh, no.
Imagine you're working at your job, right? And you have a guy, like a coworker, that literally just joined. Like, they just joined the company, right?
Ago.
They just got hired. And the boss is like, you're getting promoted to the position that you currently have. So they're getting promoted to your position.
And then your boss drains your soul.
And then the boss kills you.
To make that one stronger. I mean, that sounds like a normal day at Microsoft, but sure.
To be fair, Shang Tsung has been kind of fucking up.
He has been kind of a fucking asshole. So
So he's like, yeah, you know what, Shang Tsung, you're dead. You're fired. And he's like, oh dang, I'm gonna have to look for a new job. And Shao Kahn's like, that won't be a problem. I have good news. You won't need to worry about that.
Don't worry, we have a great severance package.
So yeah, I will severance you from your
life. But Fuck off.
So, Kabal knocks out Kano using the hilt of his knife, but is then spotted by Melina.
Fucking awesome.
She challenges him with the noob Cybot joining her in the fight. He defeats both of them and makes an escape through an Earthrealm portal where he encounters a now cybernetic Sub-Zero.
When?
So, and remember, Kabal, has no idea what's going on.
Oh, that's right, though, because Sub-Zero got captured by the dudes.
By the Lin Kuei. Yeah, he got captured by the Lin Kuei and cyberized.
He's like a cool robot thing now. Okay. I like Kabal.
Cyber Sub-Zero actually, it sucks that he lost his humanity and was transformed into his, a horrible robot man against his will. But to be completely honest, Cyber Sub-Zero looks really fucking cool. I'm gonna see if there's a picture of him on the wiki
looks
anywhere.
Really fucking cool. By the way, I'm a huge fan of Kabal right now.
Kabal is a really cool dude. Kabal is basically, his design is also really cool because, they wanted to, get a guy that looked like a Predator.
Right?
And they fucking did
it. I'm really into... Because he's just he gave up his life of crime and he reformed and he became a cop and then they're like, you have to serve us or die. And he's like, no! A big emphatic no. And he fucks up Kano and he fucks up these other guys. And he's just so far seems to be a cool fucking dude. Yeah.
And he has no idea what all this outworld bullshit is, but he's just I'll fucking fight you anyway.
I love it. I'm on this guy's side. Yeah.
Kabal is a cool dude.
I'm on Kabal's team, right? Team Kabal straight up, man. Cool.
So, Kabal then defeats Sub-Zero.
Fuck yeah!
And then Shiva appears and mistakes Kabal for a turncoat Lin Kuei cyborg. She attacks him, but is defeated.
Shut up!
Kabal's on a fucking roll.
That's 4 dudes in a row. That's fucking awesome.
And remember, this guy was on fire 5 minutes ago.
He's still wearing his fucking respirator.
I know.
And he's just fuck all of you.
And then Raiden arrives to invite him to join the other Earthrealm warriors who have taken refuge in a nearby church.
Fuck yeah!
Because, you want this guy on your team.
You want this guy on your fucking side. Kabal's fucking awesome. Holy shit!
Okay, so, at Smoke's insistence, Cyber Sub-Zero was brought to the Earthrealm warriors, after which Jax restores his free will by reprogramming him. Yeah, Jax is a computer expert.
What?
Which is weird because in the cartoon, Nightwolf was their tech guy.
Right?
Which makes no sense because Nightwolf's a Native American mystic man. His whole thing is sorcery and chants and spells and all that. And Jax is a guy who is half robot.
And Nightwolf was the tech guy. I guess. Okay. All right.
But anyway, so Jax restores his free will by reprogramming him. Sub-Zero awakens and expresses guilt over what he's done for Shao Kahn. He doesn't see it's weird. He doesn't seem too beat up about, being turned into a robot.
Well, I guess when it's the apocalypse, you can't have too much existential angst over, being a robot.
Yeah, I guess. There's not a lot of time for that.
There's not a lot of time for that, and I guess, really, he probably thought what we both thought, which is, that looks pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I guess.
If I woke up tomorrow in a dope robot body... I would not shed very many tears. Let's be honest.
Well, you couldn't anyway.
You're right. I couldn't, but I wouldn't shed any existential tears either, I guess is what I should say.
Here, crap, no, that's deception. No one cares about that one. Where is he? In all honesty, fucking, the games post 3 are terrible.
We're not even gonna fucking worry about them.
So here's what Cyber Sub-Zero looks like.
Hold up.
This is great for audio, but you guys can all look these up yourselves.
Oh, that looks fucking sick. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Doesn't it look awesome?
Fucking awesome. Yeah. Man, alright, look, see, if I woke up like that tomorrow, I wouldn't be complaining at all, okay? For one, I never have to shave my legs again, which sounds great right now. And for 2, I could bench press a car. Come on. Yeah. Alright, carry on.
Alright, so Stryker suggests that Sub-Zero return to Outworld undercover, to which Sub-Zero agreed.
Oh boy.
Sector, however, immediately notices that Sub-Zero has been reprogrammed and takes it back to Earth.
How?
Probably because he wasn't because all of the Lin Kuei soldiers are mindless right now. They're just service.
Okay.
but Sub-Zero has his free will restored. So, like, if his movements are off...
At all.
Like, you'd be able to tell.
Right, okay, well, so then they just, like, takes him back to Earthrealm?
Yeah, he's like, nope, you're coming with me.
Just drops him off at the bus stop?
They fight, and Sub-Zero subdues Sector, hacking into his database, learning that Kano, Goro, and Kintaro have captured some soldiers at the clock tower and goes to investigate.
Oh boy.
There, he freezes Kano and defeats the two Shokan along with Ermac before freeing the soldiers. Kano's a fucking chump.
Kano, every single time you've brought up Kano so far in the context of fight, like, Kano has lost.
Yeah, every time Kano loses.
It's amazing.
Great.
Okay.
They inform him that they were taken to a cemetery, and Sub-Zero makes his way there. Yeah, the soldiers are being taken to a cemetery. Okay, here's my favorite sentence.
Oh God! Oh, hold on. I gotta hang on. Okay, hit me.
All right. He then discovers Quan Chi is preparing a spell to create a Soulnado.
What? What?
Okay, you know how in like fandoms we'll kind of create slang for certain things. You know, like how we'll give nicknames to little things like that. Like we'll call characters certain names.
Yes.
Soulnado is the official name for the spell that Quan Chi is performing right now. The characters will say, "We have to stop the Soulnado."
No! You're shitting me right now.
I'm not. That's what it's called. It's called the Soulnado.
The Soulnado. Somebody at Midway or where the fuck gathered?
It'd be
Netherrealms. Somebody sat down at their computer and they typed the words out, Soulnado. And I assume a room full of people looked at that and they nodded their heads in agreement and they all went, let's fucking go with it. Really?
Now, you know, because, like, you see that and you're like, oh, it's called the Soul Tornado, and then as a fandom, we're like, nah, we'll just call it the Soulnado.
Yeah, or they call it was like, like...
Because that's what fandoms do. They create nicknames.
Or it was going to be called, like, the Spirit Hurricane, or something like that, but then everybody looked at it and they went, haha, Soulnado. You know? No, it's actually called the Soulnado.
Yeah, so,
oh, for fuck's sake.
So... Sub-Zero is confronted by Noob Saibot, who reveals to him that he is in fact his late brother Bihan, the original Sub-Zero resurrected by Quan Chi, but promptly relinquishes all former family ties.
Oh god, there's so many names.
Sub-Zero manages to defeat his brother, but is unable to prevent Quan Chi from completing his spell in time.
Oh god, so there actually is a Soulnado.
The Soulnado happens. So Nightwolf arrives to help, defeats Quan Chi, and knocks Noob Saibot into the Soulnado, seemingly killing him in the process and destroying the Soulnado as well.
What? But
so, because Noob Saibot is a corrupted soul. So he knocks Noob Saibot into the Soulnado, and the Soulnado's like, fuck this, I'm out.
Oh, okay, so it's kind of like, okay, I feel that, sure, that's smart, you go, Nightwolf.
Nightwolf's a smart dude.
Yeah, good for you, dude.
Nightwolf returns to the church and informs the others that Earthrealm souls are now safe, because the Soulnado was going to suck up all the souls in Earthrealm.
Oh my god.
Like, that's what its gimmick was.
Oh my god. Okay.
So, to Raiden's frustration, the amulet cracks further.
Can we just
in response,
stop helping? Stop helping! Do not do anything else!
So in response, he and Liu Kang decide to appeal to the Elder Gods themselves.
No!
So straight up, go ask the boss for help.
Oh my god, no. Everything is going to go wrong.
Oh, you have no idea.
Oh,
okay.
I think I do.
As they leave, the rest of the Earthrealm warriors are ambushed by Sindel and the Lin Kuei.
Oh no.
Although they were able to defeat the Lin Kuei cyborg, Cyract and Sector among them, with relative ease, they are overwhelmed by a newly empowered Sindel, because she has all the powers of Shang Tsung now.
Right, yeah, and she's like a cool, undead, fuck-off bitch. Right.
Here we go. Here we go.
Jesus.
She single-handedly kills Kabal, Striker, Sub-Zero, Jax, Smoke, and Jade.
What the fuck? So...
Before Sindel can finish off Katana, Nightwolf engages her in a fight.
Then he dies.
Meanwhile, Raiden and Liu Kang try to convince the Elder Gods to intervene, but the Elder Gods refuse, stating that Shao Kahn has not broken any rules and that invasion of another realm by itself is not a violation. Having achieved nothing...
Oh, no.
Raiden and Liu Kang return to Earthrealm just in time to witness Nightwolf sacrificing himself to kill Sindel via what is basically a spiritual kill sat laser. basically, he just, like, grabs a hold of her, and he calls upon the spirits, and a beam of green light just disintegrates both of them.
So it's basically like an orbital laser cannon thing made out of souls.
Yep.
Fucking awesome!
Sonya, yeah, it's awesome. It's the best way to go.
Awesome! Yeah!
Sonya and Johnny manage to recover, but Kitana succumbs to her injuries and dies in Liu Kang's arms.
This is the worst.
It's all Raiden's fault.
Stop helping!
The now desperate Raiden
no fucking
decides
shit,
to form an alliance with Quan Chi.
What?
But is forced to go alone after a grieving Liu Kang, who is disillusioned with Raiden, believes him to have gone mad, refuses to come along.
No fucking shit! The guy who was just trying to summon a fucking soulmado because somebody thought that was a good fucking idea. That guy, that asshole, Raiden's like, fuck it, I'm out of ideas, I'm gonna go work with that guy. Like, fucking shit, He's
just I need someone who can help me stop this catastrophe.
But that's the fucking thing. This guy helped make the fucking catastrophe.
Yeah.
Because he's the one who brought the bitch back from the dead.
Yeah, so he's like, maybe I can reason with him. And Liu Kang's like, fuck you.
He just killed my hot piece of ass girlfriend. No.
Raiden got everyone killed.
Literally everyone.
So, he travels to Netherrealm alone, and after fighting Scorpion, he confronts Quan Chi, offering the souls of the fallen warriors, including his own, in exchange for his cooperation.
What the fuck, dude? That's fucked up. Those aren't yours to get. What the fuck? Man, fuck. Okay, yeah. Christopher Lambert.
However.
Fuck you.
Okay. Quan Chi has already obtained the souls of all the Earthrealm casualties, who are, for the record, Kung Lao, Smoke, Sub-Zero, Jax, Kitana, Nightwolf, Jade, Kabal, Sindel, and Stryker.
For fuck's sake.
10 people. As part of his deal with Shao Kahn, he sets them on Raiden. So Raiden... So this is a fight. This fight in the game is supposed to be like, you're Raiden, and you have to fight, it's what's it? The Fear from Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh.
Where you see, like, here's all the guys you killed.
Right.
You have to do basically an endurance match between all 10 of the people you got killed. And you have to fight the Revenants.
Cool, by the way.
And like you're supposed to be like, oh god, this is so painful. But because Raiden has been clown choosing this whole time, you're like, well, you deserve this beatdown, you asshole. I mean, you got them all killed.
I cannot believe you know that one gif from Community where Donald Glover's character comes back in holding pizza and the apartment's on fire, and he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Literally, that is what happened with Raiden and Liu Kang. Because
they come back and everybody's
dead. They left for like 5 minutes tops. 5 fucking minutes. And Queen Undead Bitch of Fuck You-istan shows up, kills literally everybody, and then what? Just oh my! And then gets killed by pieces out by getting killed with a laser.
Yep.
Oh my god! So how did Quan Chi get their fucking souls? Just
because Quan Chi is
it's like a soul dude.
Yeah, he's a soul dude, and because he's aligned with Shao Kahn, when Sindel killed them with Shang Tsung's power, he was able to take them in before they were lost or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So he's just a souls dude.
He's a soul dude, right?
He's a soul man.
Soul man, and
I'm a soul man.
No. No,
right.
That's awful. Do not do that.
So during the encounter, however, while all of his friends are beating him down,
justifiably so.
Yeah, Quan Chi indirectly reveals to Raiden that he must win. In fact, refers to Shao Kahn.
What?
If he is allowed to merge Earthrealm with Outworld without 10 consecutive victories in Mortal Kombat, he will have violated the rules set by the Elder Gods and be punished. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No.
This is the ultimate. It's all Raiden's fault.
Oh my god.
The ultimate. Because if future Raiden from the original timeline had said Shao Kahn must win, none of this would have happened.
Oh my god.
None of it. None of it would have happened.
Oh my god.
If they had just forfeited the first tournament, if Liu Kang went, nope, in the first tournament, Shao Kahn would have tried to invade Earthrealm, the other gods would have punished him.
I'm like in awe of how, for one, that's actually a pretty good plot twist, but for two, that is a level of clown shoes, to use your word. That is a level of clown shoes that I cannot even imagine accomplishing. To be that kind of incompetent is almost art at this point.
When there are two outcomes to a situation and you're ambiguous about them, if the wrong one is picked, it's your fault.
And here's the fucking thing about all of this. So Liu Kang won the first Mortal Kombat tournament, right?
Yes.
And so at the end of the second fucking Mortal Kombat tournament, there was that time where you could have just let the dude fucking win, like the plan was in the first place. Because remember, Liu Kang wasn't supposed to fight. Somebody else was supposed to fight, but then everybody else gets their shit fucked up. So then Liu Kang is like, well, I'm not gonna fucking fight him. And then he does anyways because shit happens. But if they had just let Shao Kahn win at that moment...
If Kung Lao had forfeited, he would have not got his neck snapped. He would still be alive. And Shao Kahn would have been eliminated.
And then the Elder Gods would have been like, nope, dude, that's not how these fucking rules work. And they would have fucking smote his ass. And we could have all gone home and watched Netflix. But no. Fucking Raiden needs to just show off his douchebag... I mean, not really a douchebag. Liu Kang sounds pretty cool. But his douchebag, shithead, fucking the kid who the coach likes the most because that kid is the coach's son, that guy gets all the balls and always fucks it up because he can't get a single fucking layup. Unbelievable.
It's not over yet.
No, I didn't think so.
We're not quite done yet.
Everybody's gonna die. Okay.
After learning this, Raiden quickly returns to Earthrealm to find that the merger is nearly complete. He explains to Liu Kang that they must allow Shao Kahn to merge the realms, but Liu Kang justifiably does not believe this and tries to attack Shao Kahn prematurely.
No fucking shit!
Forcing Raiden to fight him.
What?
Liu Kang, infuriated by Raiden's actions, justifiably, attempts to kill him. Justifiably.
Yes.
But Raiden creates a shield of electricity in defense. Unfortunately, when Liu Kang's fiery fist makes contact, it accidentally causes a backlash, burning and electrifying Liu Kang, much to Raiden's horror.
No.
Raiden begs Liu Kang to forgive him, only for him to say, "You have killed us all," before dying.
Oh my god, the drama. Holy shit.
Cage and Sonya show up and attempt to defeat Shao Kahn together, but are quickly incapacitated. Raiden, realizing there is nothing more he can do to stop Shao Kahn, surrenders himself. Shao Kahn beats Raiden into submission in the same way his future self did, but before he can land the killing blow, the other gods possess Raiden's body. Infused with their power, Raiden battles and defeats Shao Kahn. The other gods then attack Kahn and destroy him as punishment for breaking the rules of Mortal Kombat before returning to the heavens. Earthrealm is returned to normal and the cracks in Raiden's amulet disappear, signaling that he has, at long last, prevented Armageddon.
But everybody's fucking dead.
Yeah. After grieving over the mass casualties in the aftermath...
There's like 20 dead people!
Raiden decides to help restore Earth, but more than that, they were attacking the city!
Well, yeah, but I mean like major characters.
Yeah. Raiden decides to help restore Earthrealm and teleports himself, Cage, Sonya, and Liu Kang's body away.
Why just those
Quan
four?
Chi is then revealed to have been acting on the orders of his master, the fallen elder god Shinnok, the whole time.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
With both Earthrealm and Outworld severely weakened, Shinnok declares that he will soon be free and that both realms will soon be there.
Oh,
it's all Raiden's
fault.
fault.
Oh, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake! Are you fucking kidding me right now? So even after the gods just are like, yeah, fuck you, Shao Kahn, even then, some shit still manages to go wrong. Is that what you're telling me right now?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, that is the plot of Mortal Kombat 9.
Oh my god.
That is...
What the fuck? Fuck.
I like the amount of like even after learning the truth behind the message, Raiden still finds a way to fuck it up by getting Liu Kang killed.
By still killing Liu Kang. No, you fucking idiot. And it's like at this point, I'm kind of rooting for Liu Kang. You know, I'm just like, yeah, fuck him up, kill him, do something. Because Raiden is such a fucking incompetent idiot that he's just like, let's just fucking fly by the seat of our pants and hope something works out. And everything keeps going wrong. And after a certain point, like I keep saying, stop helping.
Yeah, stop. Like, it's just like if he had just said Shao Kahn must win, none of this would have happened.
Why would he?
None of it.
Why would he say he must win? Why would you say Shao Kahn must win? Why? I cannot wrap my brain around. Oh my god, it's so stupid. It is so stupid. I am shocked at, holy shit. But like.
Now, that's MK9.
Oh god, there's more?
MK10 there's still MKX.
Right.
But we've been doing this for like almost 2 hours now.
Holy shit.
So I think I might save that for another day because MKX also has some pretty good shit in it.
I am honest to God, actually pretty impressed with the writing quality that you've. I mean, it's not like, you know, and it's not going to win any Pulitzers. Let's not be, you know, let's not delude ourselves here. But for a fighting game, I mean, that's a pretty That's a pretty interesting little plot because, you know, I'm a big fan of time travel.
What's really interesting about this is that MK9 story mode kind of like created such a ripple in the fighting game industry that even Street Fighter V has a story mode as well. And the writer for it explicitly referenced Mortal Kombat as an influence as to why they put the story mode in.
So...
Like, he flat out said, I was inspired by Mortal Kombat's story to include a story mode like this in Street Fighter V.
So you really could... Holy shit, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Because we were talking about it earlier, too, kinda. You could, honest to God, say that Persona 4 has Mortal Kombat influences in it.
Kind of, yeah.
Because Ultimax and Arena both have, like, really fucking legit plot lines.
Yeah, it's there have been, you know, games where they have, like, fighting games with stories in them, but, like, Mortal Kombat is kind of one of the first, like, major ones to be like, here's a fully cinematic fighting game story, not just like, you know, text bubbles and portraits. Like, here's a full fleshed out fighting game storyline.
I am shocked at the amount of plot you've just described to me. I mean, that must be a ton of cinematics in that game.
Honestly, go watch it.
Really? Is it like full length? Are we talking like a movie here? Because you like it.
It's about like if you watch like all the fights. Like sometimes people like cut out the fights. It's probably about 2 hours 40 minutes.
Shut up.
Cinematics. Yeah.
That is, honest to God, actually pretty impressive. That is such a legit story. Like that's like a full. You really could like make a. I guess you could make like. Man, it would be sick to get a movie out of that.
Yeah, right?
It'd be pretty fucking... I mean, unfortunately, Christopher Lambert and his ilk kind of destroyed the Mortal Kombat movie franchise as it is. But, I mean, you could actually get a pretty good little trilogy out of just Mortal Kombat 9, for God's sake.
Yeah, everything's kind of getting their own... You know, everything's getting their own reboots. Like, maybe Mortal Kombat will be on that, you know, at some point.
I, honest to God, would see a Mortal Kombat movie based off of the game you just read to me, because that is... I mean, that's pretty fucking legit. I mean, you know, Raiden or what the fuck ever is a total fucking idiot. I'm still in, like, shock about that fucking plot twist because of how stupid it makes him look. And I mean, justifiably so. But it's just like he must...
It makes him look like a complete idiot.
Like a complete fucking fool. Even if...
Both of them.
Both.
Future Raiden and current timeline Raiden. Both look like idiots.
Even if you give future Raiden a pass because, I don't know, he's under duress because everybody he knows is dead. Okay, fine. Whatever. I'm not really that excited to give him that pass, but I'll do it.
even with that said, like, if they had just gone with the original plan in Mortal Kombat 2, like the new plan, which was to just, like, keep Liu Kang from fighting Shao Kahn, and as an extension, that must mean that Shao Kahn would win. If they had just let that happen, none of this would have happened. Everybody would still be alive. Holy shit.
Yep, it's...
Oh my god.
Like, I was really, really, really excited to share this with you, because I was nervous what you're... I've done it a few times, like, I've watched the videos a few times, and I've seen all of it, and I'm just like, I really hope, and, like, it was great. Like, I'm so glad.
I'm just sitting here, like, staring at my ceiling, because, again, I'm honest to God just shocked that Mortal Kombat has such a dearth of plot, and... I mean, it's actually a pretty good little plot. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? It's actually pretty interesting. Like, I want to know what happens. Because, like, I know that MKX exists, so obviously some bullshit reason for them to not be dead happens.
MKX has some really, really dynamite shit in it. And I really want to... Like, some...
We will have to do a follow-up or something.
And, like, we could talk about that after we stop recording, but, like, yeah, like, I'm really, really excited to share that with you. I'm also really excited to tell you what happens to a lot of the junk characters that even NetherRealm hates now.
Oh my god, I'm sure, like Meat and Mocap. And, what was the other one? Ermac? Suhao is the most racist stereotype you can ever imagine.
He is a Chinese general with, like, a bionic heart.
Oh god.
And NetherRealm regrets creating him so much that back when they were midway and creating Armageddon, he was the only character on the potential chopping block.
Oh my god,
they were like,
that's
we'll
amazing.
Have everyone. Do we really want to put in Suhao?
Except Suhao.
I guess we have to.
Because, I mean, you can't just say it has everyone and then leave the one out, because then it technically doesn't have everyone.
Okay, so I will share this, though. They do hate him so much that... Okay. So the Mortal Kombat comics take place between 9 and X. Like, there's a DC creates a comic line. Suhao dies in the first issue on the 5th page. Yeah, they're just like, awesome. We're not even going to bother with him. Scorpion punches him through his head, and he's dead. And that's it.
Fucking awesome. So are the comics any good?
They're all right.
They're comics based off a video game.
Exactly.
Is what you're telling me, right? Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So wow. I will definitely share the story of MKX with you another day.
Holy shit! I'm just like, who fucking knew? Man, that's actually pretty good. Yeah. Damn. All right. Good job, dude. Way to go. Right on. Soulnado.
All right. So, thanks to Broke Free for using our background music. Link to his work in the description. Follow us on Twitter at The Gorge Podcast. Email us about Mortal Kombat or about anything at thegorgepodcast@gmail.com.
Hey, Christmas is coming, guys. Don't forget. And we are going to do a Christmas chillcast thing where we read all of our favorite stories and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you have a
Christmas, all video game related
happy
Christmas
or video game related memory, just go ahead and send it to us and we'll read it off the air.
Yeah, we'll talk about it and all about our own and, warm our hearts, guys, because I'm still,
Sarah, talk about your other podcast.
By Mortal Kombat right now. Hey, I'm in another podcast called Big Gay Nerds. It's an LGBT RPG podcast where we sit around and we play tabletop games. We just wrapped up our first mini season where we were playing Monster Hearts. It was pretty fucking fun. You should go listen to it. We're on SoundCloud called Big Gay Nerds. I don't think we have a Twitter yet, but we do have a Tumblr, and that is also Big Gay Nerds. So you should check us out, because we're pretty cool guys, and I think we're funny. And we'll be starting a new, not this episode, but the next episode, I think. we're starting a new campaign that I'm really, really excited about everybody hearing.
Nice.
No, I'm really excited. Western Samurai. I know. So tune in for that.
I think that'll be it.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
No, I think we covered it. Fuck Raiden.
Oh well. Fuck Raiden this time. Absolutely.
Soulnado.
And Soulnado. Really?
Good night, everyone.
Soulnado. Good night.